For the last 2 decades, Becky Quick has been one of the most recognizable faces on CNBC, co-anchoring the network's flagship show, Squawk Box, and also delivering the nation's biggest business headlines every morning.
Away from the studio, Becky has another full-time job, mom to 4 children. And today, Becky is opening up about a deeply personal journey involving her youngest daughter, Kaylee.
So Kaylee has a rare genetic disorder called SYNGAP1. It affects brain development and can lead to significant neurological challenges. Becky and her husband, Matt, have been navigating this diagnosis while working to raise awareness and support to others facing similar struggles. Here's a little bit of their story.
I want to say it was the first birthday party. It felt like a wake.
And now for the grand opening!
There was something so wrong with it. And we knew we were trying to be happy and we were trying to celebrate it.
Happy birthday to you!
But she couldn't blow out the candle.
Fast forward to when we got the diagnosis. It was September of 2019. So it's just before Kaylee turned 3.
I remember where we were. That's the first thing I think about, is sitting in that parking lot crying. But at least there was an answer, a little bit. So we didn't know what SYNGAP was. Nobody knew what SYNGAP was.
And our neurologist didn't know what it was. I had to look it up. SYNGAP is a protein that your brain needs for its development. Kaylee has one good functioning SYNGAP gene and one that is not functioning. And so she has about half the protein she needs of the SYNGAP protein for brain development. Kids who have SYNGAP, most of them have autism. Virtually all of them have seizures. They have developmental delays.
Oh, yeah.
There are behaviors that are associated with it and intellectual disability. And then you start to peel back and worry about what might not happen for her. And I remember at first thinking, if we could just get her to college, that would be great. And then thinking, well, she doesn't have to go to college. If she can just find something that she loves doing. And then you start rolling it back, and it's like, if she can just walk, if she can just talk, if she can just find a friend.
She can't build memories the way other kids can build memories. So as a result, you can't learn. You learn everything based on memories. She does, but it's at a much slower pace.
But it just takes repetition. It takes a lot of repetition.
Well, Becky is here now to share more about Kaylee's journey and a new initiative she's launching aimed at bringing together families who are impacted by rare genetic disorders. Becky, thanks for being here and sharing this.
Thank you, guys. We really want to get the word out, and we appreciate this.
So first of all, how's Kaylee doing?
She's doing great. Kaylee is 9 now. She walks. She's able to run. She swims. She does all kinds of great things, and she's working really hard at trying to talk. Sometimes she can get the words out, sometimes not. Last night she said, "Mama, help." You know, she can say it sometimes she can't, but she works really, really hard, harder than anybody I know.
And what were some of the first signs that you guys saw?
Early on, at about 8 months, I noticed that she wasn't hitting some of her developmental milestones. She was having trouble rolling over. She would cross her eyes a lot, and sometimes she would look off into space and it almost looked like she was kind of resetting, like a computer. Those were early signs, and eventually we found out that she was having some seizures, subclinical seizures. You couldn't really tell. They weren't drop seizures or anything, but some seizure activity that we found on an EEG later.
Since the diagnosis, Becky, what has treatment looked like?
There's not a treatment per se for SYNGAP at this point, but we are doing everything we can in terms of therapies. She's in a school for kids with special needs. She gets therapies there every day, occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, ABA therapy, which is for a lot of kids with autism. And we have a lot of those therapies that we do at home, too, including aqua therapy and other therapists that come to our house, or we go to them, too.
Help folks understand, how rare of a disorder is this? Put that in perspective.
It's really rare. When Kaylee was first diagnosed back in 2019, there were just under 1,000 people in the world who'd been diagnosed with this. But fast forward to today, and it's just over 1,700.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is very rare. There are a lot of rare disorders. How have you been able to kind of gather a community of folks dealing with these rare disorders so that the attention can be placed on finding a cure or finding management?
That's exactly what we're trying to do. Because so many, I mean, there's 10,000 rare diseases, and it affects 30 million Americans, 300 to 400 million people around the globe. And that's what we kind of realized on our path, that rare is not really so rare. And if we can find ways to find commonalities, or to make it so that every one of these family groups doesn't have to reinvent the wheel, that's our hope with this. That, and then trying to make sure that we are focusing on bringing together regulators, legislators, biotech and pharma companies, and investors to try and look at the possibilities for these great new therapies that are on their way, but probably need a little help and attention to really thrive.
And somebody at CNBC, there's also within your family, or here I should say.
Yeah, here at NBC. I was shocked. I was downstairs in the green room, and Kim came into me, who works with you all, and said that her boyfriend's son also has SYNGAP1. So it's a small world, but you know, the whole world's a small world, and there's a lot of interconnections.
Yeah. So you're launching a new initiative, you and CNBC, called CNBC Cures. Yeah. Talk about that.
Well, our goal that we're really trying to do with Cures is to bring together all of the initiatives, or all of the viewers that we have at CNBC, because we've got a small audience, but it's pretty powerful. And we realize that there are special things that could help advance these therapies. The FDA, for example, started many years ago kind of focusing on a pathway to rare diseases, but we could use some extra help. When you're trying to put together a phase 1 trial, you can't do it the way you would for Alzheimer's or for cancer or something, where you don't have A, the money, and B, the patient population. We need probably faster pathways for some of these things. We could use some money legislatively from some of these issues, too. And so we're really trying to shine the focus on that and build a community from all of these different family groups with rare diseases, and maybe make them realize that it's not so alone. It won't be so alone if we walk this path together.
And it would be nice if doctors could all across the world share their information.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, let's end on Kaylee. What do you want everyone to know about your precious little girl?
Well, Kaylee she's beautiful. She's just light and love and laughter, and she can't speak, but that doesn't mean that she can't understand what people are saying around her. And I've found through Kaylee's friends and through other people that we've gotten to know that that's not such an unusual situation. And I just hope we can raise some awareness with that these are beautiful children, and they are full of potential and full of all kinds of life and love if you will just kind of look a little closely and maybe have that understanding.
Absolutely. Becky, thanks so much for
Thanks for watching.
Thank you all.
Happy, is it your husband's
Matt's birthday today.
Happy birthday, Matt.
We picked the right day.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC, or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.